Brave Kerbal. It's Ben Pearson, the Roadster Tracker, and sorry the sound muted, but Kerbal Space Program 2 doesn't quite do something called borderless mode correctly. And as a result, then it has some issues. And that's a very interesting screen it started out on. Well, anyways, we're gonna fix this. I still have some noisemaker tabs open, sorry. Just doing all my checks that I normally do once I start streaming and make sure everything looks like it is going okay. And I think it's fine. It's hard to tell for sure. One more time, and then I think this will be good. Okay. So, last time we went to Duna. Our mission, we're not getting the fuel load, which is very, very annoying, and there's actually no way to tell how much fuel we have. But we definitely do have a fuel that is finite. So what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to hit Ike. This is gonna be rough because, as previously mentioned, we do not have the right fuel. We're gonna try to orbit it, and then we're gonna send a rescue mission here at a later date. So let's just warp here. Actually, I think it's the plan. If we launch here, create a maneuver. Wait, we can't. Let's time warp to about here. I'm gonna hope this works. We're gonna try to enter an orbit around Ike. Boy, we're low enough where it's got the epic music going on, but we're not going for there. Wish there was some way we could figure out how much fuel we have. Let's go ahead and just fire here, and we're gonna fire until... That's actually not the right spot. Let's load. Just quick save. We're gonna fire right at the for this point. Yeah, this will be fine, he said. While this is loading real quick. Okay, those look good. Good. There we go. So we're gonna warp to here. Actually, let's go a little bit earlier, maybe about there. And we've got prograde set. It's maybe a little bit rough. I don't know if we can actually succeed in getting in orbit around Ike. But for a number of reasons, this is what we need to do. Perfect. Look at this. We're approaching the periapsis, and then hopefully the periapsis will actually shift so it's almost perfectly with this ascending node. If we can get in any kind of an orbit around Ike, that will be best. Ike is low enough gravity that it should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna warp. We actually don't want to be in a particularly high orbit around Ike either. One A, 1B. I think we'll just keep going. If we see some of the numbers line up pretty closely, then we'll pay attention. But we can see about half an orbit. It's actually going to be pretty close the next time. So let's warp. Ooh. Boy, I was not wrong. So time warp to here. We're going to slow down just a scooch right there. We actually don't want to be in a particularly close orbit of Ike because of time warp purposes, because we have to get the rescue mission out here somehow. The Ike periapsis. Let's go right there. Okay. So we're going to time warp to here. Then at the periapsis, we're going to slow down. It's actually time warp to right there, just a little bit before. Hopefully we've got enough fuel for this maneuver. That will do. Okay, so we're in orbit around Ike, and that's that. Now it's time to send a rescue mission. Okay, so we're gonna go to the VAB, and we're actually gonna send basically the same mission that we sent previously, except for we're gonna replace some of the antennas with higher gain antennas. And that should do her. Let's see, load Duna Mark III. Okay, all we're gonna do is take these guys. We're gonna replace those with these guys, which it turns out if we hit shift, have a max range of 36 gigameters versus this is 200 megameters. This is 88. So these are better, but they're still not perfect. I'm gonna put 2 on there just because it feels better. I'll put 1 here. And we're gonna launch this importantly with no Kerbals at all. We could actually put it here. It does not need to be part of the primary station. Okay. So let's see. Kerbals, we're going to launch this with nobody. Because this is our rescue mission. This is Duna Lander Mark VI. Really, this is the version that's going to land on Ike. Okay. Launch. Hopefully we can get to Duna relatively quick. It's so weird to have no crew. Revert to VAB. We're gonna fix the staging. That was a problem that we had forgotten to address previously. This is the only mission that I'm going to attempt today, and it probably will be the last one for a little while for Kerbal too. Don't know what I'm going to do exactly, but we'll figure it out. Staging this stage, I'm going to put it quite late. Okay. Let's do this, baby. Mark 6, that just goes to show how bad we are with this game. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Revert to VAB. Somehow Valentina snuck in. We can't have that happen. No Kerbals on this mission. It's very important because we need to rescue 3. So the satellite should be able to guide this thing. So we're gonna send an uncrewed rescue mission. Okay, now we can launch this thing. No, Valentina's excited to get to Duna, but it would be a death sentence. That other spacecraft does not have the ability to get back home. That's another little bug. It's an interesting bug. The countdown, because it had started and we reverted to the VAB, then it started the countdown when we came out. Interesting. But it hadn't staged, so... I wonder if they've ever seen that bug before. Well, we're coming up. It's very dark. It looks like we're going to launch into the light, though, pretty soon. Because we see a glow of sunset. We may not see it too much, though. We'll see. Okay. Seeing more of the glow. It's fighting the rocket, trying to get it to go. Submit to my will, rocket. Submit to my will. Go right, my friend. Hey. Right about there should do. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna lock this on for a little bit. I think the Mars mission we might have actually launched from the boat ramp, so that may not have been good. Still not seeing the sun yet. So far we're looking pretty... Oh, there we go. Now we're in the sunrise. So now all of the particles would look very, very spectacular on the ground. Because they're still in actually fairly deep dark. Let's switch to orbital prograde. So that's about where you want to be. Ooh, that is spectacular. Beautiful. Sunrise as the rocket launches. I wonder how many astronauts have actually seen this view. We're about to hit Pico. And booster engine cutoff, separate. We have clean separation, good. Uh-oh. We did not have clean separation, uh-oh. Well, what can we do then? What happens if I put fuel crossfeed in here? It is draining a little bit of fuel now. We could ditch that booster. Or we could just live with it. Now... trying to decide, it looks like they're all being equally weighted, roughly. We do need the fuel from the stage to get us there, so even though we're a little bit offset and we're having to do some wonky stuff, we'll go ahead and keep this going. Hopefully we can make up the difference with the fuel crossfeed. I knew the separations were a little bit wonky. We can still get 600 meters. We'll be pretty close to a full orbit. We might be able to separate and to not really fire the upper stage for a little bit. But the upper stage has low enough ISP that I think we're gonna want to. Yeah, we're not really draining it that well. Really curious to see what this does when all of the other boosters run out of fuel. Will it still continue to drain from there? Oh, just the center one's burning. So let's Oh. Well, let's see if we can continuously throw away the boosters. Okay, the center stage still has a little bit of fuel. Nice. So we'll go ahead and take the little fuel. I don't know how much it is actually helping, but it's not gonna hurt anything. Good, I'm glad we got that fuel crossfeed, and that worked out okay, actually. Maybe we should turn on the fuel crossfeed for everyone. Okay. And then SEP. Now let's pay attention. 150, we're basically spot on now. 150 is pretty far away, but we're not gaining or decreasing, so we probably want to keep this. Okay, we are decreasing even, so we probably want to keep almost perfectly in this. Man, this would be a spectacular launch to watch from the ground. There's the KSC. They would be able to see the exhaust. This huge cloud of plume. Just the little particles they would be able to see reflecting from the sunlight, but because they're so dark, they can't see much. We are in space. We could extend the solar panels. Forgot to try to capture the environmental sample. So I'm gonna try to not use the liquid stage. Oh, we could have ditched all the parachutes. Yeah, oh well. It was cheaper to keep the same design, even with the parachutes being superfluous. fast forward a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna stop. We're gonna wait. Let's wait until we're about 1:30. Oh, now we're in darkness again. I do predict this is gonna start going down, actually. Well, maybe not. As long as it's not going down fast, that's the key. Oh, it's still going up. Wow. I was wrong. So let's go down to about here, 115. So we're at 116 actually. Let's see how well we maintain this. A little bit over 100 kilometers, so we're higher than I would like. And we are still continuing to increase. Well, let's go to about a minute then. So 154. Okay, we are decreasing a little bit, so we don't want to push this anymore. Though honestly, it probably doesn't matter if we were to dip down a little bit. Yeah, on 53, we're holding steady. Interesting that the T- for periapsis is counting up at its single-digit numbers. Don't know why that would be. We are increasing again. So let's go to about 30. We're almost in orbit. 36. Basically burning perfectly horizontal, and we are still counting up. Okay, let's go down to about 20 then. $21. Looks like that's the number. And we're fine. I'm just gonna keep going at this point in time until we're in full orbit. Even if it's less than optimal, it's gonna be so minute that it doesn't matter. Okay. And we are in full orbit now. Good. Good. So what's next? We need to intersect with Duna. So we're gonna need to accelerate out this direction. Before we go too far though, let's deploy our panels. We're gonna deploy the antenna on the comm section here. Oh, they're both splendid. Good. So we want to go this direction. So we're going to set up a burn about here. It's a little low. Well, maybe not. Set this as our target, but obviously this is not an optimal burn. We need to go earlier if we're gonna make this work. Even earlier. That's getting pretty close to the right burn time. Okay. Let's try here. Okay, we're going pretty much in the right direction. So let's see. Why are we not getting Duna? Not Duna lander. We do Ike, but let's try focus. We're going to set Duna as our goal. Okay, that should be better. So 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. So we need to, well, decrease the speed a little bit. Let's see what happens when we adjust this maneuver node. Want there to just barely be a 2A. Okay. So this is the burn that we're going to go for. Just a little bit more than we need. 1,000 meters. Wow. There's really no hurry. We're using a lot of electrical power, but we have a lot of electrical power. So let's get locked on our maneuver, and then we're going to fast forward. Close enough. Catch a little light, get our batteries fully charged. Looks like we're coming around. Burn is in 46 seconds, so I think we're pretty close to spot on. Let's go ahead and warp, maybe 4 ticks is probably good enough. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. This is a 2.5 minute burn, so we're gonna fast forward through this. It's so nice you can fast forward through burns. Now let's go with 3 clicks. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cut off. Okay, delete. And let's see how our burn is. It looks like we're on a good trajectory. And we are heading out towards Duna. Perfect. Let's go ahead and click science. We're probably in high. Just fine. Let's actually go prograde. We're gonna burn just a little teensy tiny scooch more. Alright, let's warp until we're in interplanetary space. And then... we actually can't do any science around Kerbal. That's curious. Okay, let's see. Create a maneuver plan. 2A and 2B are actually very, very close to each other. Let's see if we can... Biungo. Ooh, we gotta do that periapsis. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Whoops. Started increasing again. It's a little bit of a dance. Let's see if we can get you to... we still want to be really, really close. Like 200 kilometers would be pretty ideal. 100 would actually be better if we can do it. It's interesting that just the inclination is required at this point in time. So we're just gonna go scooch more. Honestly, this is good enough for this far away. So we're gonna lock on our orbit. I guess there's just no science to be done this far out. Interesting. So the communication is not as big of a deal as I had assumed. I can't believe they can't even record their observations being so far away from the sun. That seems like you should at least be able to do that. And honestly, we've done a lot of science in this area, especially in the early days of spaceflight. Seems a shame. Oh well. Okay, and then warp to maneuver node. It's a 9-second node. Well, I'm perfectly okay if we do this a little bit early. I'm paying attention to this yellow bar. Okay, still going down, still go. That was probably an Ike. Okay, this will do. Now... It's kind of curious that we're basically at the ascending node. Let's delete. Let's unlock this. Then we're going to create a node here. It's amazing how just the little tiny difference will make all of the difference in the world. Okay, let's actually... I'm gonna warp to... We'll do a burn here. Okay. Go. What about a little bit of normal? Keep going. Seems like a wacky orbit. Let's just time warp to about here. I think when we're a little bit closer, then it will actually give us a more accurate determination. Okay, so far so good. Actually even warp to right before the maneuver node. I'm gonna quick save just in case I select the wrong line by mistake. Actually, let's fast forward to the maneuver node. Is this gonna stop us a few hours short of it? Go ahead and lock on the maneuver node. $56 kilometers. 560. Can we... Okay, let's kill this. Okay, and then we're going to add a little maneuver node here. Now let's see if we pin that. No, it doesn't show the change. You know what? Screw it, let's just keep going. Oh, this is the Duna periapsis that we need to adjust. Let's see here. Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna fiddle. I mean, we have plenty of fuel and we're only landing on Ike, so let's time warp to here. Time warp to here. Yeah, for whatever reason, it just does not want to do this. So let's try, let's warp till almost the point. And then let's actually cross here. Once we cross, we can actually do radial in. Just a little bit, okay. So let's go to normal mode. We're gonna go normal in. We're gonna just try to adjust this a little tiny scooch. We have a lot of velocity for as far out as we are. I thought this was a more optimal trajectory. So let's bring us down to about 100. Still, we have plenty of fuel. Okay. Okay, we're gonna set to retrograde. Warp in a little bit more. The goal is to do a swing by here and end up close to Ike. I can already tell this is not going to work as well as I had hoped, but what we're going to do is just barely get into orbit around Duna, and we're going to adjust our inclination from far away. That should make a difference. Let's turn the RCS on. Because, well, it's not going to really make a difference. Now, because there's no crew here, I would be actually pretty willing to bet that it matters that we have these communication antennas. Now, they can communicate with the crew. They should be in range of the crew. Start burning right about there. Okay. $1,600. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna be pretty vertical. Yeah, I was a little afraid of that. That's okay. It'll be fine. We can easily do a little bimodal thrust distribution here. Thrust application. amazes me we're still beyond escape velocity and we're really not going that fast. We're pretty close though. I forget how slow this guy is to burn too. Okay, let's keep going to here. Get a little bit closer to the periapsis. Yeah, we've lowered the periapsis a fair bit because we burned early. Which is fine. It's part of why we went at 100. Yeah, this is kind of a rotten orbit. Oh well. How can we do this? So what we need to do, let's go to about here. Well, let's see here. We're gonna set Ike as the target. But we obviously don't even come anywhere near Ike, so let's create a maneuver plan right here. What we're gonna do is curve this orbit like this. Oh, it's 100. Eesh, we're going the wrong way even. Okay, that one we can fix right here. Actually, it's just easier to do this directly. We're orbiting the wrong direction, so I'm going to delete this. We'll just rotate around. We'll see, we're coming this way, Ike is coming this way. So what we're going to do is warp to our apoasis, and we're going to actually stop our motion completely and reverse it. So our motion is going to be almost negligible. So this is going to cost us almost nothing, and we will gain so much by doing this. Our approach speeds at Ike will drop considerably. So this is going to cost us 100 meters per second, which is nothing. But it will save us probably 500 or 600 at least. And while we're at it, we can actually adjust our periapsis to a little bit more favorable, perhaps. We'll have to see what we can do. Okay, we're making good progress. Actually, I want to be steady right there. I'm just going to go full speed. We're on an intersect course, and then pretty soon we're going to be facing the correct direction. Okay. So then what we're gonna do, let's warp to maybe here? The descending node would probably be better. Well, what we want to do is adjust the location of those nodes. So let's go to like here. We're going to create a maneuver plan. The whole goal is to just move the ascending node. Maybe here? So the further we can move it out, the easier it's going to be to change our orbit. Yeah, I think we'll do that. This is going to be fine. All right, let's lock on our maneuver node, and then we're going to hold state. Yeah, 56, that's a pretty no-brainer. Still no RCS. Do we want to... I don't think we want to use RCS this far out because we really don't want to change our orbit too much. And RCS has the tendency to do that. But let's warp to here, to the maneuver node. We're going to try to cancel most of our inclination out there. We can turn on the RCS now, which will get us a lot closer. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and maneuver. Fast forward one more time, that'll take us to about 30 seconds. And from the 30-second point, then we should be pretty good. These poor Kerbals. They've been stranded for a long time. Their snacks are getting to be a little stale, and you know, stale snacks, they're just not as good. So they need more stuff. Let's turn off RCS now. It's a 10-second burn. I'll go ahead and time this right on time, just as a matter of good precaution. 3, 2, 1. Burn. I'm actually going to do this. We're just going to keep going until I feel like stopping. Main point is that the descending node is going a little bit further out. And more interestingly, it's clocking right there. So if we create a maneuver node here, we can actually see this will intersect occasionally with Ike. So if we slow down right there. Whoa, hang on. We got our intersection with Ike. This is what our real goal is. I think that's actually not bad. That's pretty decent. Yeah, I'm gonna accept that. So we're gonna fast forward for 20 meters per second. Wow. Let's turn on the RCS. Just because I don't want to waste any time. Landing on Ike is a pretty big science boost too. Okay, fast forward. Even if we're going the opposite direction, it's not going to be too bad. Let's go to 4. I'm going to do a slower burn. Yeah. Let's just start now. Let's just put a little 1%. Nope, no. Stop right there. That's gonna do. Okay, so let's time warp to here. Time warp to here. Okay. So we still have a 30-degree inclination, but our relative speed is not bad. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna set a time warp to here. Let's lock on retrograde. So what we're gonna do is just try to get a highly inclined orbit, and then we're gonna try to match it at the peak. The inclination. Okay, we can do this. Now this spacecraft cannot ditch its communication satellite until we're ready, but I'm gonna ditch the communication satellite here in orbit around Ike. Okay. This is probably the better spot. Let's go in target mode, and we're gonna go target inclination. Boy, Ike's a pain. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We need to slow down a little bit. Slow down a lot, and then adjust. Whoops. Okay, I think that's a pretty good first approximation. So let's go ahead and lock on our desired location. And it's 93 meters per second, so it's not bad. The computer here now is talking to these guys who have been completely out of contact for ages. So they are very excited to have actual communication back with our system. They're being able to send email and check their favorite YouTube videos and all of that kind of stuff. They're very surprised that despite the fact they've been out of contact for like 6 years, there's pretty much nothing that's really happened. Burn? This one we need to do pretty close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay. So let's see. We're still a little bit off. But we're much, much closer. Still gonna set this to target mode. We're gonna set... Is this the right spot still? No, this is a better one. Let's set it here. Very, very careful to kill this. Yeah, 9 meters per second. That's almost nothing. Lock in place. And then forward. Let's keep going forward. And we'll start the countdown. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Perfect. We're now perfectly in the right inclination. Now the next thing we gotta do is create a maneuver plan here, and really we want this to be an orbital. We're gonna try to... All we need to do now is get a close pass. On a... Two A, 2B are actually fairly close there. So what if we do right here? Try a normal burn? These highly inclined orbits are quite challenging. Two A. Where's 2B? I don't even see where 2B is. Let's just be blind, okay. Whoops, let's do a maneuver node here. We're gonna see what we can do. Oh. Okay, stop, and we're gonna put the mode here. This is challenging to stay. This is getting us in the right direction though, so let's go ahead and take it. And we'll try another burn later. Let's see if we can make this our intersection point. I think we're just gonna start the burn as soon as we get there. Let's just go to a straight prograde. $10 meters per second, so it's just a little tiny burn. But we are getting closer. Go till roughly here. This is where it's going to start to get us into trouble. So then we're going to add a maneuver node here. We're going to, let's see, maybe slow us down a little bit. No. What we actually need to do is slow us down more like here. We need to speed us up there. No. This is so hard to do. Never tried this kind of... This far out is still pretty far, but we have absolutely no fuel to speak of on that craft. I wish I could unpin this. Let's just, I don't know, pop back to the Kerbal Space Center for just a scooch. We're gonna see what we can do. Clearing that will help. But how do we do that? The Duna Lander Mark 5. Mark 6. Control. Oh, that was really quick. Okay, set this guy as our target. So let's see, we are here. What if we tried right here, create a maneuver. Does that help? Does that hinder? There's the 2B. It is making it noticeably worse, so let's see here. Not there. Oh, right there. They're very close. That we can work with. Okay. So lock on this maneuver node, and we got a maneuver in 1 day. That's fine. Now it's probably fairly high speed, but look at this. It's just a few meters away. We'll take it. The high speed shouldn't be too terrible. I mean, it's only 100. This is 16. Yeah, this will do just fine. I don't want to screw this guy up at all. Getting the velocity will be a little tricky. I'm actually going to delete this. We're going to just burn manually. We're going to cut this off when it gets fairly close. We're going to go down to just a few percent. Perfect. What do we got? 116. Okay. So let's go to here. So then set this to target mode. We want this target retrograde. And it's got to be a decent burn, so we're going to start about here. We want to start... let's go about there. About 30 seconds before. Okay, let's go to about there. 20 seconds is probably closer. No, it's a 9-second burn. So we really want to go to about here. And we're pretty near spot on. 500 meters away. Okay, burn. We want this velocity to basically be 0. Okay, we're close enough. We're gonna start manually. Well, let's actually point towards the target. Are we... Oh, let's turn off the RCS. That is a problem. Okay, let's go to prograde. So we're moving at about 2 meters a second. It's going to take us a little while to adjust, but once we kill the motion here, we should be good enough. I mean, let's try to get really close. This already is not bad, but I want to do an easy transfer because I'm lazy. Amazes me how much the target speed is changing. I think there's something with the rendezvous that's a little different. 6 minutes will have a distance of 60 meters. Yeah. So we're gonna put this on target, retrograde one more time, and then actually let's just warp to here. They're 7/10 of a degree out of phase? Wow. No wonder it's so wonky. $89 meters, 88. Ooh, this is always thrilling. We want to get very close. Let's see if we can kind of push this away a little bit. Now, how's our closest approach looking? 25 meters, and it's slowed down. Okay. Just checking the time. I have a hard cutoff in about an hour, so hopefully we can finish this mission fully by then. But we just have to land on Ike. That shouldn't be too bad. After we rescue these guys. Why are you... No, I want you... Stay retrograde. I know we're not... Okay, hang on. We're just going to do the EVA transfers now. We should probably pull in the solar panels and the comm array. Yeah, we're definitely going to rotate this around so it's easier to do this for the other guys. Oh, there's snacks. Okay, let's pull in our solar panels. De-extend the antennas, and then we're going to... rotate you around if we can. Okay, let's go here. 27 meters. Let's go. Hurry. Ergwern. Good. Now just go find the right spot, which we still have not really made very easy. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not doing a good job on that front. Okay, board. Let's see if we can rotate you. Little shish kebab roll. Okay, that's better. Lambry. Farewell, my friend. You have served us well, but it's time to get going. There it is. Oh no, it's getting away! It's not really that far, but we're gonna pretend it is. Yeah, that's much better. Board. Woohoo! Success! Okay. I don't know why we only show 2 seats, but let's just make sure. Yeah, there's nobody there. Is this the computer? Okay, well. I don't really want to deploy the satellite this high up, so let's go into retrograde. We're going to take off the target. We're going to go into full retrograde. You know, change my mind. I want to deploy the satellite here in about 100-kilometer orbit above Ike. So we're going to go ahead and do this. 2,000 delta V is more than enough, especially considering we have 3,000 from our stage. So, you know, we're traveling, what, 300? So call it 600 or 700 to land on Ike? It's amazing just that little 1 meter per second is making such a huge difference over time. Clear target. We don't need you anymore. Or rather, you don't need us anymore. Okay, let's go just somewhere roughly 100 kilometers. Okay. This'll do. Now, let's see, extend solar. We're going to extend the comms. Once everything is all stable, then we'll leave this here and we'll have a little comm platform for whatever purposes we may need. Decouple. So I don't think we have a particular target in mind on Ike. So let's just land wherever. So we're gonna go... Don't really want to land at night, but... yeah. No solar exposure. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the RCS because time is a little bit of the essence. We want to try to land here. Oh, we have low science. We have not been able to get that. Look at this. We could transmit. That would need a lot of energy though. We should have transmitted while we still had the rest of it on. Okay, as soon as we've got this, then we're going to start dropping. Where's our satellite? Oh, we're still in the same orbit. Okay, we're crashing. No, we did do some lowering. Just looking for what might be a decent area to land. It's probably okay. All right. We'll warp forward. It's hard to believe our satellite, and why is there two parts? Maybe we hit something, or they hit us, or who knows? Who knows? I'm going to go ahead and turn on RCS at this point in time. And we intend to keep it on the whole time. Okay. Ground radar is on. I'm going to go ahead and do most of the lowering. Volcanic field sounds like a good spot. We do want to land. We have to land with this stage. Oh no, the Delta V got out of whack. We're not getting that. At least we can see the amount of fuel. I'm gonna move these guys around. Okay. All right, all right. This is fine. 100. This is actually kind of a scary area to land. I'm not liking the look of this, but I mean, theoretically the RCS could keep us. This is pretty low gravity. Let's keep going to... $3,000. Let's go to about 2,000. I'm afraid we're probably not going to make this. Actually, this gravity is comparable to the moon. Let's go ahead and slow us down a little more. We'll be coming down almost vertically. It's this lovely surface. So this is definitely somewhere between the moon and Mun and Minmus. Yeah, it was only 300, so it's more than Minmus, less than the moon, and it's definitely a lot rockier. This music doesn't sound that different from the Juno, but it does have a little different touch to it. Now, even if we just touch down on the surface and don't get the sample, we're still going to get a lot of science from it. Just 1,000, and then as long as we can push the science collection button, we'll get even more. Yeah, I think at 1,000 we're gonna take another burn. Let's get us down to about 20. Then I think we're gonna do a slow maintainer burn from this point forward. We want to slowly, let's go about 12. Slowly decreasing our speed, that seems good. I do not like the looks of this. Hopefully we'll be fine. Let's just cut off. Okay, looking fine. 300, we probably should go into a constant-ish velocity. I want to descend at about, well, this is probably good. Okay, let's slow down. Just going a little bit, this should be good. Good for our terminal descent here. Because we need to go slower. We want to aim for a little bit faster. Let's cut off our engines for a sec. And then once we get to 10, okay, now let's slow us down. Slow us down, slow down. Okay. Looking fine. We see shadow and contact. And we have abort burn. Okay. Not a surprise. That was kind of a scary, scary area. It's fine. Oh, I see our Delta V has returned now. Good. Well, we still have plenty, and honestly, I think we're looking at a better area. Well, only if we make it right into the bottom. This is scary. This is very scary. I see why it's so important to cut off your speed at the very last second. Okay, this is not bad. Do you want to kill my vertical or horizontal? Okay, we mostly killed that. We'll try this again. Gonna be ready on the science button. We need to descend a little bit faster. A little bit slower. Okay. Getting ready and contact. Dadgum. This area looks actually fairly smooth. We're not far above the ground. Come on, RCS, get us to vertical. Take us vertical. Oh. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Just a little scooch. Now can we kill this? I mean, we're not moving that fast. Yeah, 5 meters per second is kind of fast. Dadgum. All of the engines are still working. Okay. We've got enough altitude now. Did we collect the science? I don't think we got anything from Ike. We're not getting a good enough surface contact stay. Let's kill our horizontal. Whee! We're still going up at least. We're going in a better direction. Ugh. I am so bad at landing. I mean, part of it is this is not an ideal lander. You want a more flat thing, but I mean, this is easier to land than Starship. This kind of worries me about landing Starship on the moon. But they're a lot better at that than I am. Okay. We still have a decent amount of RCS. Let's be ready on the science button. Slow down what we can. Let's try a... We're going to try a very low velocity. Okay, we see speed. Let's go even slower. Nice, gentle touchdown. That's the goal. Let's try to keep it under 2 meters per second. Oh, we got the science. Woohoo! Science reward available. Looks like we can... Oh, we need to do the EVA. Okay. I'm gonna quick save. Okay, Ergwin, get out. Do not tip over the spacecraft. Okay, run surface survey, run crew observations. Ike lava fields, good. Looks like our landing legs are not doing a lot for us. We did this despite many bounces on Duna and Ike, but we come for all Kerbal kind. Okay. Woohoo! Looks like this is a good enough surface. Let's take a quick peek. Yeah, the problem is we don't have long enough landing legs. So really we're just landing on the engine bells. Okay. Go up a little bit more. And then grab and board. Okay, let's get off this rock. Very shallow. Okay. This is fine. Let's go ahead and warp some. And then we got to figure out how to get these guys back home. Woohoo! Progress! How much science do they have? They have a haul. They have 3,000 science in and of themselves. We're gonna have like 5,000 or 6,000 science, I think, to spend. Let's... Yeah, let's keep fast forwarding. We want to go until we're probably about a minute or so. Ooh, 800. This stage should almost be able to take me back home. Other than the landing legs are a little inferior, well, we should be able to do a much better spacecraft for the future. Don't know at what altitude we need to get to transition to faster, but we're probably pretty close. Actually, probably not. We may as well use the RCS. The RCS is going to go away very soon anyways. Because we do not have it for our other tanks. I'm gonna go ahead and take this up to like 25 kilometers or so. Should be fine. Yeah, we're well above the surface at this point in time. I mean, I'll pull the landing gear back in. This ship actually does have comms all the way, so Okay. Six minutes still. Wow. What point in time? Maybe 20 we switch? No. Okay. So maybe it's not until 25. Okay, 21 it is. So we're gonna keep going until... maybe about there. Then we'll fire right at prograde and we'll figure out what we need to do to not have an issue. Okay. Or not have an issue. What we need to do to get back to Kerbin. So the most efficient trajectory from Ike... okay, we're plenty fine. The most efficient trajectory is to go around Duna and then do a powered flyby. So what we're gonna do here... and then from the powered flyby, we need to end up going this direction. So what we want to do is we want to do the burn when Ike is about here. No. About here. Then we're going to come around here. We'll do the burn and then we'll end up even higher. Yeah, so we just want to fast forward quite a bit. Oh, this is gonna be painful. It's the price of efficiency, though. In efficiency, we must. Or we could sacrifice a tiny bit of efficiency, and we could just take the orbit up to about 50. It's a different type of efficiency. Time efficiency is still efficiency. So what we're gonna do is take our prograde up to maybe 100 kilometers. And we're gonna go here because we have plenty of fuel. This probably will be enough to get me out of the Duna system, but probably not enough to get me back to Kerbin. Still. Okay. Quickly flipping, especially as there's basically no fuel left in this stage. Okay. And burn. Okay, we're at basically straight even 100. Means we can time warp a little bit faster. Remember, we're looking to go out this direction. So Ike needs to be, well, somewhere around here. So we're gonna go out. Hang on. Let me quick save. Planet's going this way, so we need to go the opposite direction. We're slowing down. So yeah, we do want to go right around there. Okay. So the goal is maybe maneuver around here. We need to speed up. Wait, we're going the wrong direction. Right about there. Honestly, I just want to burn right now. It's going to take us almost perfectly. Perfect. So then we're going to do a maneuver here. Oh no! Fudge. I screwed this up. Let's delete this real quick. So let's try and maneuver more here. Let's just see what we can do. It's gonna be a pain. But, I mean, we're going to use more fuel than we really wanted to, but that's okay. We have fuel to spare. We must remember this. We have lots of fuel to spare. We have lots of fuel to spare. Something like this, roughly. I mean, we're not that far off of the optimal. Something like this. Okay, that's looking pretty decent. Yeah, we will accept this burn. Okay, lock on maneuver. Now, let's get our target set. Focus. Set as target. So if I hit home, yep. Almost locked on. Every little bit of RCS we use is actually a little bit more delta V that we have too, so. Let's warp to there. Theoretically, I could... Is it H? Yeah, this is actually burning a little bit. I'm just gonna hold the H key down until it's fire time. We'll use what little that we can. The H key should be the translate forward. It's basically thrusting without anything else. See if we can get these Kerbals home after a long, long time being stranded. Now, of course, this is not an optimal window, so we're going to have to do some shenanigans to get it there, but it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, we are actually accelerating a little bit. I think this is primarily from me hitting the H key to use some of our RCS fuel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, my Kerbals. Safe journeys home. You'll be stranded a little bit in deep space, but that's okay. You should have at least some times where you have decent internet connection. That is the most important thing. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. She's gonna stay locked in here. We're gonna keep going until we intersect with the Kerbal orbit. Bonus points if we see 2A and 2B. But we must see at least 1A, 1B. Or an intersection, either one is acceptable. But I really doubt we're gonna get an intersection. Okay, cleans up. Once again, we don't have the delta V calculations on this guy. So we can't do maneuvers. Ugh. Oh, this makes this so painful. But theoretically we have... Oh, this is how much delta V we have. It just doesn't show up here. I wonder why. Still, we're getting very close. This is the most annoying bug in KSP2 right now. There's a lot of kind of annoying bugs, but this is the most annoying one. Just a little bit more. Okay. So I'm gonna fast forward now. We're gonna get fully out of the Duna system. Okay, we can see the points. So then if I tried to like create a maneuver plan here. Okay, we can create a maneuver plan there. Interesting. I see one pair coming. 2A, 2B. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's create a maneuver plan here. Let's just see what we can do. Yep, that's not gonna do. So we obviously need to do something close to here, and those 2A and 2B are really close to each other. Let's see if we can get those on top of each other. Nope, the other direction. Okay. We got a Kerbal Periapsis. Five. Okay, that's actually really good. We'll have an encounter one orbit later with just a 50 meter per second delta V. That's not bad at all. It's not bad. Now, we would have been better off staying in Duna in terms of the time, and the delta V. But warping time is very slow. So let's go here. We're going to warp. It's about a 9-second burn. I'm not going to do it right on time. I'm just going to... Let's go... Whoops. 8, 9... Okay. Keep an eye on these two. Keep Kerbal Periapsis. We're going to just keep burning until we see this go up any. Or start to slow down at least. Five. Okay. Bingo. So, that's not bad. That is not bad. Let's try a maneuver plan here. No, that's not going to do it. Actually, let's do the maneuver plan right here. Let's warp to about here. Actually, I don't want to do that point. I want to do this one. Let's see if we can get our aim a little bit better. This should be close enough where we can adjust things a little bit easier. There's a little bit less likely to cause us pain. So let's start with anti-normal. Okay, this is good. So we're going to go down to 2%. We're just going to keep doing this until we either get below... Well, shoot. So 1%. If we get below 70, then I'm going to hit X. Or if we start to go up. Either one. Whoa, 69. Okay. Let's just go a little bit retrograde. Just like 1% tap. And we're done. Okay. We'll go maybe a little prograde here. Gotta warp a little bit closer. Let's see if this works. It's curious it's getting further. Well, we do have RCS turned on. Let's go maybe, nope. 2% does not do it. Let's go to anti-normal. We have almost no RCS left. We may not have any left actually. Okay, let's try... Well, we were going normal, let's go anti-normal. That's what I meant to do. You really can't do any science around Kerbal. That's unfortunate. Also means probably you can't use science when you get into a new system. So one there. Let's try prograde just a little tiny bit. Actually, this is perfect now. $49's a little high. Let's go very small radial in. Oh, we have some research we apparently haven't caught. I don't know how we have any research that we have not done at this point in time, but of this system. Yeah, let's just keep burning a little bit. 41, let's go a little bit below 40. Perfect. Oh, let's go to retrograde. I think, well, should we just trust this or should we burn the fuel? Let's keep going a little bit more. Okay, we are inside of the atmosphere. Let's go ahead and burn what we can. No, you know what? Let's just ditch this. We're gonna go full parachutes from this point forward. I probably shouldn't do this over the mountains. We could do the ocean. That's likely to work. Beach, water, run atmospheric survey. Over the water, yes. We should be able to collect this guy. Yeah, this guy's gonna burn up real soon. Now with no attitude control, it's not really a huge surprise. at this. We're crossing this ocean fast. I'm actually worried we're not slowing down enough. Uh-oh. We should have had a little bit more dip. Now we're still have 1 more kilometer lower in the atmosphere. I think we'll be fine. But I do think that we're gonna do a skip re-entry. I think we're actually gonna do an aero capture. Yeah, we are not leaving the system. That's the important thing. Let's see if we can get the water at least. This is so annoying to collect this. Little sniffles. Okay, we're now at beach. Oh! Okay, we are gonna land this pass. Good. This is actually pretty near optimal then. We're going almost straight horizontal right at 36 kilometers, which is not high enough to cause us any issues whatsoever. Look at the heat shield, it still has most of its mass actually. Once we get back over the ocean, we'll start this. I would love to land in the desert, but alas, I think we're gonna land in the water. We must have passed right over this little piece of water. Alright. Let's go full forward. We're still going faster than we should. Oh, look at the Kerbals! So excited! But we're still going almost flat horizontal, which is excellent. Okay, Little Sniffles is almost done. Too bad, this would be the perfect spot to pass over a new biome. But I don't think that's gonna happen. How much data is that? 28. Yeah. It is what it is. Let's see. Drogues deployed. Main chutes. Okay. Looks like we only have 2 main chutes deployed. These guys are... No. What? It says they're safe. Yeah, whatever. It'll be fine. We will survive a water landing with 2 chutes. So we can just full fast forward at this point in time. There's nothing for us to do. Run atmospheric survey will not help because we're in the water. Yep. Whatever area we land in will effectively... We spend pretty much 2 minutes above. Yeah, that's a little... Oh well, it'll be fine. And I think we already have a water sample, so I'll hit the science button, but I'm not gonna bother to collect the water sample. Besides, it's only a little science. Okay, and recover vessel, confirm. Woohoo! We survived the mission from Ike. Okay, I'm gonna stream Saturday, and I don't know when I'm going to stream. I may go back to Ship Graveyard Simulator. I may even play this, who knows. Let's just take a quick peek at how much science we've got. So we've got the mission control. 3 is company. Len and Ike with a crew of 3. Welcome back. Stress test was in fact stressful. There was one snack dispute that escalated into a 3-way slap fight. Not quite Space Madness, definitely escaped grumpiness. Once the pilots made their descent, they came to their senses. Reports said they each scored an equal number of slaps and they'd be happy to fly again for round 2. I love it when we all get it wrong. Should we try our 4 crew members next time? Sure! Thanks, science! $200 tons to Minmas. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of mass. That's a lot. Stage 2, we can do modular launchers, sure. Tier 3 unlocked. Heavy rocketry. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get that, but let's take a look at some of the stage ones. Enhanced coupling. Aerodynamic decoupler. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get this. Better docking is good. Aerodynamics, we're gonna need those for the sniffers probably. Better jets. Don't care about precision. We'll take the Xenon. Heavy landings, we do need this. The sampling arm would probably be a good thing to do. And then we're done. So how does this look? Heavy launchers. I mean, oversized monopropellant tank. Deep space probes. High gain antenna. This is much better. That would be a good antenna to do for our Joule mission. So we really do need more science, probably. Excuse me. Before we do Joule. Yeah. Ooh, heavy nuclear propulsion. These guys are so cool. And then larger hydrogen. I mean, look at the ISP 1450. Way, way, way better. Anywho, I think we're done for now. Why? I do want to continue. I may do this on the YouTube channel directly. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I want to do something with this, but we'll see. Thanks guys for everything. I appreciate all you do. Until next time, keep on tracking. Take care. We will see you then. Bye-bye.